It's still a surprise that in 2020, some people seem to want to make or have the conversation around the N-word.
Montreal-based comedian Renzel Dashington says he's had no choice but to speak out for himself and others in the Black community fighting to remove the N-word from the public sphere after Quebec's top columnists and analysts have been debating its use in the last few months.
It's not a debate. So that's part of my conversation of saying a lot of people feel like their opinion matters when it never truly has. For most of us, we thought this was the N-word in the public space. We thought this was something that was settled, but it seems that in the Francophone world, it wasn't yet or isn't yet.
The conversation erupted back in late October after the University of Ottawa suspended a teacher for using the word in class. In the weeks that followed, a white student at UQAM, a Montreal university, called out for using the N-word in one of their classes, and a high school teacher in Montreal North fired after being caught on video using the N-word in class, among other allegations against him.
They literally called it a debate, as if some Black people were on the side of, we would love to hear this word more, which makes very little sense. It's not a debate if the aggressor is the only one defending its position. The truth is, for most of us, a person that chooses to say the N-word, the full word, not in reference to saying the N-word or the full word, is an act of aggression. It's the same as someone slapping you in the face for no reason. It doesn't matter the intent. Maya Angelou said, the N-word is like a poison. It doesn't matter what you put it in or around of, it still is a poison.
Renzel has been using his online platform to advance the conversation with community members, including with notable Quebec radio host and columnist Patrick Lagacé, who initially used the N-word on his program, but changed his mind after speaking with Renzel.
Some people opened the door to be challenged on some of the things that they believed. In his case, I think he was ready. He said, what is it that I don't get? And I said, you want to know? You don't get that. It's not your purview to get it.
Lagacé ending Renzel's show saying it's by communicating that we can understand. With a recent Quebec report highlighting a need for an anti-racism minister, Renzel is now hoping the province acts concretely instead of just acknowledging racism exists so more Quebecers can change their perspectives.
Racism is well and alive in Quebec because the same rules that we apply to natives or to women or to homosexuals, for some reason, Francophones don't want to give the benefit of the doubt to Black people, or just the idea that we might just be taught.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.